Hi, hello, one and all. Dr. Shakti Das here. So I'm here to present some videos on dermatopathology. Yeah. So the target audience are all the way from first year PGs till those students who are really interested about dermatopathology. So I'm here to present the first case of or the first video of its kind, and that too in a very simplified manner. Yeah. So that may not cost you more than 2 minutes or so to go through the videos. And to start with, I would like to discuss upon the clues in diagnosing skin diseases, yeah, particularly in biopsies. So the first one is about photosensitivity. What are the signs of photosensitivity or skin damaged by sun exposure? Well, as you can see this clinical picture, you can notice the areas of reddish discoloration on the neck and the upper chest. Yeah. So these patients do develop such kind of reddish rashes in the sun exposed areas of the skin where they are not covered with the clothing. Yeah. So what you see in histopathology, when you move into histopath biopsies, you tend to find the lesions which have problem in epidermis or in the dermis. So in epidermis, what do you tend to see then? There are some pycnotic cells with dark blue nuclei, and there are even cells which are having abundant pink cytoplasm with pycnotic nucleus. So we tend to call these kind of cells as apoptotic keratinocytes, right? So because as you know about apoptosis, the cells will be shrunken, as well as the nucleus will be pycnotic, and if cytoplasm is there, they tend to turn into a brightly eosinophilic cytoplasm. So that is apoptosis. So when this kind of cell death which occurs in the epidermal cells, we call them as sunburn cells or keratinocytes which are damaged by the sun exposure. So these are apoptotic keratinocytes. What else do you see? We tend to find this kind of stellate fibroblast and the dendritic cells in upper dermis. Yeah. So not only that, we do even find vessels which are telangiectatic in its kind. What do you mean by that? These are dilated vessels which we usually find in the upper dermis in case of sun damaged skin. As you can see, there is mild focal inflammatory infiltrate which is seen hugging these vessels, and if you notice very clearly, the inflammatory infiltrate is sparse, but as you move deep into the dermis, you find this inflammation is moving very deep. So deep inflammatory infiltrate as well as deep elastotic fibers. We see this as elastotic fibers. They look like some corrugated elastin kind of fibers. Yeah. So that's why we call that even as solar elastosis. Yeah. So these telangiectatic blood vessels and these kind of stellate fibroblasts or the dendritic cells, and this kind of a deep involvement of inflammation in the dermis and solar elastotic fibers constitute clues for diagnosing this, along with the epidermal apoptotic keratinocytes for photo damaged skin. Yeah. Thank you.